speaking style in each language. When we do online language exchange with language partners, we can teach mother tongue. We can learn the target language that the mother tongue of language partners. It's very simple. I teach Korean. I learn Vietnamese. So when I can tell about the model of two languages between Korean and Vietnamese in speaking style in each languages. So I talk about the difference of the two languages, alphabet, and then same word, meaning words, but different pronunciation, the reverse to combine words, and then the structure of sentence and space of sentence about the particles and then the reformed word in Korean in many ways. Now, speaking style, the end of different of two languages. I mentioned about seven different of languages. This is the part one. Part two is about vocabulary, words, phrase, and sentences. And then part three is about speed of speaking to listen and speak, focusing on listening and speaking in normal speed. Normal speed at least 200 words a minute. This is a normal speed. And so I would like to talk about the three parts. Then the first part of difference of languages is 7 point of view. I think there's some more if I in detail and then I can find much more. Yeah, but normally if I figure out the seven, then I teach Korean and then someone who learn Korean, if they know about the difference of three things about, and then they can improve, they basically improve the language level because they understand about what Hangul, what Korean is like. So it's same as the difference of between Korean and Vietnamese. I learned Vietnamese, and then I figured out a little bit about seven difference of between Korean and Vietnamese. Then I can focus on. If my language partner helps me to understand about the difference of in detail, then I can improve much more. Then, but now I study by myself to get a good content about doing online language exchange and then teaching Korean and learning Vietnamese, then it's a lot of effort. Okay, let's get to the point. Let's, what kind of speaking style like in each language? For example, Korean, we speak Korean and then normally just like English, maybe it's similar one. The English is the pattern of English accent and or when they sentence. For example, I'm reading a book at home. I'm reading a book at home. I am reading a book at home. I am reading a book at home. Yeah. And then so this like this, and then and there's some words like preposition, and then the reform words is similar like Korean, and then but I don't say about in Korean sentence here. But Korean people say about the sentence with the particle, the reformed one, or the conjunction, each language is combined. That at the moment, and then we focus on word, and then related. So we speak tone down to particles to speak or read the particle, the form of words, the end of the word, and then the connect to the end of the word. And so we speak naturally. We don't have tones, and then just the flat and the strong sound, small sound, and then make it the connected. So and then when Korean people say it's very smooth, and also the pronunciation, the natural is the tongue position is very natural in Korean. 가나다라마고 that is Korean sound. The pronunciation of Korean is very natural. So, and then moving the tongue is very natural. So up and down, here and go. So it's quite different. And then unlike English and Vietnamese, people who uh, learn Korean. And for example, Vietnamese people, they speak uniquely. They have tones. And their speaking style is changing. If I learn Vietnamese, yeah, when I learn Vietnamese, I should use the Vietnamese style and then six tones, making sound strong, strong, strong. And then, for example, when I say the word like that, for example, book, and then a book, 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 and then this sound is like that. So I should say about the strong sound in Vietnamese language. When I speak, when I read it, I should use the six tones, even though I don't understand about that. If I can listen and then speaking, repeat, and then I can much more um, correct in the speaking or reading with tones, six tones. That is quite difficult, but the more I use it, the better I can do that. It's very simple theory. And then just like me, and then Vietnamese people who learn Korean, they follow up the Korean style. In Korean, people read tones flat and then roll down with the particles and then connected with simply one sentence. I'm reading a book at home just like this. And then that is a simply one. And so when I study with my language partners, then she's good at Korean. So I said to her, and then when the Vietnamese people have it, when they speak Vietnamese, they speak the sound but much more stronger with the words. So I advised her to speak and then make a lower in Korean when she read and when speak Korean, and then I advised her to speak lower and then tone down when she speak Korean and or reading Korean, and I advise her to speak lower or don't read lower, and then I advise her to speak because she has a Vietnam style, make it sound stronger with the particle on before the words. After that, and then she tried to follow me, and then she speak and or read it and then roll than people. Then much more smooth when she speak, read it in Korean, and then and much natural. This is a stylish problem. When each person has a unique style in speaking, reading, and her own or his own languages, just like in Korean and Vietnamese, English, all the languages, same style. So and then when we learn foreign languages, we need to follow their stylish reading style. And a reading style is very important. So, and then speaking style also important. The following speaking style, and that is the key point to improve pronunciation as well, and then the recover the difference of the two languages. Okay, and then uh, do as Romans do. Do as Romans do. And I copy what I talk about almost one page, just one page about the speaking style in this language. And I can make new contents with my voice typing. My potential of speaking style in languages. So we can improve the languages, speaking, reading the foreign languages after book reading it. Yeah. I got a contents about the speaking style and from my contents. But based on what I'm talking here and that's about how to learn and say that speaking style in each language. Thanks for sharing your thought. I understand you're working on improving speaking skills in Korean and Vietnamese, especially when doing online language exchange. You are trying to develop a structured way to teach and practice language and speaking style with the three main parts. Overview of the speaking style content plan. You are designing a three-part language speaking improvement model based on your experience learning and teaching Korean and Vietnamese. And part one, seven key difference between Korean and Vietnamese structure style. Here are the 7 points of difference you are focusing on in speaking style, alphabet system for the Hangul, phonetic verb, Vietnamese Latin alphabet with tone and diacritics, tone and intonation. Vietnamese uses six tones of tone meaning, and then Korean is not a tonal, but uses sentence final intonation for meaning. Particle or possessive preposition, Korean uses particles to show roles in a sentence, and then Vietnamese use word, order, and preposition, and then instead it's the word combination combine words in Korean and supply. Then Vietnamese took some of Jung and structure influence how the meaning flow into sentence or from a subject object verb, Vietnamese subject verb object. These affect the whole the rhythm of speaking, spatial rhythm in speaking, and Korean tend to connect sound delivery, often blending particle and endings. And Vietnamese made more clear word breaks due to tones, verb conjunction or fixed verb, Korean verb, and conjugate. I have to say, so Vietnamese verb don't conjugate. They use kind of the verb with da, da, say, and but to vocabulary sentence and word emphasis alone more compare high frequent words in both languages, study how the same word or from Chinese characters pronounced differently. Example, and the purchase of correct sentence pattern based on the flag negative. But three speed and speaking fluency, first with the numerator speak the 1 minute chunk use shadowing with alternative speaker with the exact rhythm to recognize it and listen speaks to adjust pronunciation. Focus on connecting syllables to mature encoding. 책을 읽어요. So it's unlike 책을 읽어요. And the speaking style different based on your experience. Korean speaking style is often connecting without tones, but with the clear spot to practice. Vietnamese speaking styles is sharp and tonal, rhythmicals to where sound position matters. Each person has a natural speaking styles, but to improve, you may not need to just tone the rhythm and the sentence flow, and then advising your partners to speak softer, lower, more clearly is have to with the natural Korean, encouraging communication and the native speak tone, rather than just to reading word by word, and practice dialogue Korean when I was learning. So I sentence to the check it, oh, now I'm reading over get home. And then Vietnamese equivalent to do it and tak yeah, and it's compare over like the pose rhythms so to each your vision summary, when we exchange language online, we don't just learn words, we learn speaking styles. By understanding the structure, speed, and sound of each language, especially between Korean and Vietnamese, so we can improve real speaking, not just the rhythm. Okay,